Oh God. Sorry. Okay.
No
Yeah.
worries, no worries. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Probably waking up quite early, around 6 a.m. Actually, that's not even that early, but yeah, 6 a.m. Have like an hour to myself. Then like my family would wake up, like my daughter and my husband and my dog. And that's when I'd turn on some music and cook breakfast, go for a walk. It's really kind of boring and like mundane, but that's what I'm about. You know, like just like very simple pleasures of like a slow morning where I'm not being rushed, I can like mindfully eat my food, I can mindfully listen to my music and like spend time with my family and yeah. If you start your day like that, like the odds are in your favor that you're gonna have a good day, and having a good day is kind of important to me. And I know it's fine to like have bad days as well, but I think if you set the tone with like a really calm, sort of considered energy, then you're just kind of, if you get thrown a curveball, you're kind of gonna accept it a lot easier or something. Tom and I both used to project her music taste onto her, and we'd sort of, I think we curated it a bit. Like we'd have Sade and like that band called Sleep, and like, you know, a pretty eclectic range, and we thought it was really cool because she enjoyed it. But now she just loves Simone Sommerland, which is like this like German, I mean, she's great, but it's just like this German like kids personality. And also Baby Shark is a big hit. Yeah, she was actually saying to us the other day that she wants us to make a song like Baby Shark. So this is Jeannie in my womb. I don't know how many weeks she was, but she's not really looking like much of a baby there, so it's probably quite early on. Biba, that's my dog. She's a rescue from Macedonia. This is me and my best friend when we were in high school. I was probably like 15, and I actually have a very clear memory of taking that photo. Jeannie loves to dress up. She was probably like 1 there. Oh, I love this photo of my father-in-law. His name's Warren McAllister. He, yeah, obviously musician. And oh, Jeannie's godfather, aka DJ Plead. I do have a lot of musical memories, like, because on my mum's side of the family, like they are actually a really kind of musical family, and like my grandfather was like head of the church choir. But it was never like a vocational thing, it was more like I guess a cultural kind of thing, like the music side of that family. But like quite often my grandfather would sing like Indonesian folk songs on the guitar, and you know, the whole family would join in, and my uncles and aunties would like sing at weddings, and I feel like it must have influenced my like relationship with music. Maybe the fact that I didn't see myself when I was younger as like, music wasn't like like I was saying, a vocational thing. I didn't want to become a musician, but it was just like part of me. It was like inherent, and then it just kind of happened organically. So maybe that sort of mindset is what was influenced by my childhood and the way they interacted with music, and like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's just something really fun to do, and I think that's kind of why we do it, because just this like childlike kind of joy and like the intuitiveness of it, and playfulness is really nice. When you're DJing, I am playing songs that I want to hear, but also like you're thinking about, you know, oh, are they going to respond well to this? Or like, you know, you're kind of in your head a little bit, but at home it's just like a pure kind of indulgence, and like I'm so at ease and like calm and not thinking about anything else but, you know, singing along or like, you know, at the top of my lungs or dancing, or yeah. It's just like a really freeing kind of thing to listen at home. I think a big thing for me is like we were saying earlier, it's like setting the tone for the day with this like very like strict thing where I'm like, I need my mornings where it's just like calm, and serene and slow, and I feel like that just kind of snowballs in a way, like it just kind of rolls on throughout the day. And also just having music, like it's so amazing in 2025, we can just like put whatever we want to listen to on at any time. So like when I'm on the way to the airport, or like on the way to the club, or on a flight or something where I'm like stressing or something, I can just take this little piece of home and like, which is in my music, the music I listen to, and just put it in my ears, and that kind of soothes me in a way. That's kind of what I hope to achieve with this mix, is like just gives people this little piece of serenity or something. And you know, if there's any point in time where they're like feeling anxious or scared or like overwhelmed, like hopefully we all have access to ear pods, or yeah, and can just kind of zone out. And yeah, with this DJ Kicks, like I felt like it was a pretty sort of vulnerable moment in my career to like be so sort of honest about like what I'm listening to, and like, because it is a divergence from, you know, a house or a house mix or what I would normally do. But I think the reason I felt the confidence to do that was because I became a mother, and like I'm at this stage of parenthood where I have this kind of intentionality and like conviction and confidence, and it's like you can kind of take it or leave it, and I'm like, you know, whatever. But at the same time, I'm like really scared. I definitely still listen to like banging house music, and like that's what I DJ out. But in terms of like my home listening, I really, really, really value this like feeling of safety. Like I associate home with safety, and to me, like this mix is like a feeling of warmth and safety to me. And I want that for like my daughter when she, you know, wakes up in the morning, and, you know, there's an energy in the room, because I feel like music provides that. But yeah, also to like give other people this like access to a sort of safe, warm, like calm, and like, yeah, I guess like energy. I don't know what other word to use, but yeah. With the DJ Kicks, like, as I was saying before, like it's not like when you're DJing out, you're like, for instance, in one city you'll play a certain type of music, and then another city you'll cater to a different crowd, or like, you know, with the DJ Kicks, it's like, you can't, if I was to like sit down and try and appeal to every single territory or whatever, or audience, I would have just like lost my mind. So I just kind of went sort of really introspective, and I was like, what do I genuinely like? What do I want to hear? And it was like so self-indulgent, but I found that so fun, but also terrifying. As soon as I got the invitation to do the Kicks mix, I was like, I just knew I wanted to do this style of mix. And because I had been thinking a lot about like the direction of Logic and what my taste is like, not taste, but like what my listening habits are like these days. Yeah, it just sort of all kind of happened at once, and so I don't know what came first. Like, I think it all just sort of came to fruition all at once, and yeah. I feel like we pulled it off. It was a big task and it was a big ask, and I had my reservations, but there was no way I wasn't going to do this mix like this, and I'm proud of that. Like, just sort of sticking to my guns and being like, no, we're gonna do a style of mix that's like different and unique to us, and yeah. I want fans to be like, I feel so safe and like inspired, and like they can, because this whole concept of like morning is like, it's the beginning of something. It's like you're starting your day or whatever it is. I want them to kind of have this feeling of like energy and kind of feel uplifted and inspired to like take on anything, and like just, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.